Blessings, beautiful being. Thank you for being here. If you have not had a recorded reading or you haven't seen a Pink card reading by me before, let me quickly explain how this works. Please remember that this is for guidance and for the collective. There's not a personalized or individualized reading. However, there may be some points that resonate with you. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Don't try to force it. Don't try to make it your story. I will start with group one, then we'll go into group two, group three. And so if you have picked more than one card, you'll just need to watch the reading for both cards. They are time stamped, so you can click in the description. I do personal readings. So if you would like to receive a personal reading or book with me, then the links are in the comments as well, in the description, sorry. So you can book in with me either a recorded reading, which is emailed to you within 48 hours of you booking the time in when you do book your recorded reading, or we can do a live via video or over the phone, depending on where you are in the world. So let's get started. We are here in this beautiful space, this beautiful, amazing, magical earth. And the reading is timeless. So it doesn't matter when you look at this reading, take what resonates when it does. So this is a timeless reading. Most of my readings are timeless. And yeah, let's have some fun with it. So we will jump straight into group one. So if you haven't picked a card yet, please pause, have a look at the picture and pick a card. However, if you have already picked a card, then just jump in and watch your reading. I'm really excited we're using the angel numbers. I'm going to use the Rider-Waite Tarot as well. So let's get started. Let's jump into group one. Hey, group one, thanks for being here. Blessings to you. So if you picked card number one or left, basically the first card in the picture, then you have picked 5555 from the angel numbers. And if you have commented on my Facebook post that I posted last night for pick a reading, then you would have received your card to your inbox. However, if this is fresh and new for you, let me read out this card to you. So 5555, clarity. 5 represents change. It can represent travel. It can represent adventure. So, you know, there may be some changes that are happening in your life right now, or you feel like there are some changes that are happening in your life right now. They don't have to be sensationalized. They don't have to be like big, massive life events. Just things are changing. Perhaps you might be changing job, or you might, there's just, or you might be feeling that, you know, a change is coming. So 5555, great clarity. Transformation, great transformation, major changes, opportunity, fast-paced forward process. You aren't a victim of circumstances. So when changes occur, it's not necessarily, you know, it doesn't necessarily have to be a bad thing. So, you know, it just is. It's just a thing that's happening, and it's only your mind and your conditioning and your programming as to whether or not your mind believes whether it's a good or a bad. So if you can drop into the space of just acceptance and, you know, that there is something changing here, and, you know, and yeah, it can be an upheaval and it can be a bit wobbly, but that's okay. Because what is actually happening here, you are the beneficiary of this change. So the card literally says you aren't a victim of circumstance, rather you are the beneficiary of it. If that weren't the case, life would be pretty dumb. So if nothing changes, nothing changes. Life is always changing. Everything in life is always changing. Life itself, nature, you, yourself, you're always changing and evolving. You will set yourself up for success in the long run if you're willing to adapt to this shift. Sorry, the toes are starting to go up and it sounds like they're knocking on something. So sorry if you can hear that. There must be rain coming, maybe. Everything is working out for the best. At long last, you are accomplishing what you set out to do. Everything will work out perfectly in the end. Okay, so for group one, if you can actually feel a change and feel a shift, or if you just know something's coming, or if this is a surprise to you and you're like, holy shit, What's changing? Please don't think, holy shit, what's changing? You can be like, I mean, I can't tell you what to do or how to act, but, you can be like, oh, change. Oh, I wonder what that's about, opportunities. So let's get some clarity for group one, please. Honoring our ancestors, honoring the higher beings who are here watching this reading, connecting with their human to deliver these messages. Thank you. That was nice and gentle. That Thank you. That wasn't so nice and gentle. Yeah, boom. Okay, now you want me to put it up, right? Of course you do, because it's such clarity and confirmation, and it's definitely transformation here. You literally have the card of transformation. So death doesn't necessarily represent a physical death. This card represents transformation, something ending, something needs to end in order for something to begin. Okay, so please take a breath. It is going to be okay. There is the sun coming up here in the background, okay? So there is a new beginning happening here, and it is okay. There is a transformation. It could be you. It may not necessarily be anything in your life. It could be you. You could be the one going through the transformation. You could be feeling an awakening. I've done some readings this week for people who do feel like they're just like, oh, what's going on with me? I feel this and I feel that, and I'm thinking this, and it's like, it's okay. You're going through a transformation. You're evolving. Things are shifting and changing, and that is okay. Which is why you have the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords can represent, it's rest, it's peace. You can rest peacefully. The swords represents your mind and your thoughts. So you can, yeah, it is. They're saying just trust the process, just be restful, because there is actually the change that is happening. I feel will also bring you more rest, more clarity of mind as well. Your angels are looking over you. The Four of Swords can represent health as well. There could be a change in health. You could be transforming your health as well. You could be eating more clean, or starting to exercise. So that could represent that there is a change happening. However, I do feel like it's actually something that is bringing you more peace. Yeah, look, oh my gosh, the Ten of Swords as well. Again, yeah, maybe I should have turned that over before I actually said anything about health. But the Ten of Swords is literally dead, done, like death, dead, done. There is definitely something here that boom, it's ending. Like that's it, and it needs to, because there is a rebirth happening here. So this could be also a mindset. Like I said, the swords represents your thoughts, your the mind part of the being, but it is actually like it's like maybe you've been overthinking something or you've been processing something in your mind, and it's like finally boom, no, it needs to change. So something is definitely changing here for your highest good. And the sun, literally the sun, the new beginning. It is for your highest good. So yes, there is definitely ending here. There is transformation. My crown chakra is going off. My head is tingling. You are not a victim to the changes. What is actually happening and the changes that are happening for you and the transformation and the shifts, they are bringing you into a more peaceful state of mind, where you will be able to rest more and just more meditation or contemplation around this as well. Like, really be in that space of just of grounding, just staying calm, while this new change comes in, this new beginning for you. The sunflowers represents new beginnings, intentions, blessings. So please know that the changes that you are going through right now are actually bringing you into a fresh, new, peaceful state of mind and peaceful state of being. And I feel like you've really been wanting that. So welcome, it's here. You can breathe and go, oh, thank goodness. Okay, yes, let's just let that energy shift out and let this new beginning come in. So if you want any more clarity, or if you want to, have a personal reading, then please click on the link and book in and let's have a chat. Otherwise, thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love. Hey, group number 2. Thank you for being here. If you picked card number 2, you picked 8888. Woo. Who's been seeing lots of 8s lately? I have. I'm loving it. I'm like, oh, okay, all the abundance. Personal power. So if you if you commented on my Facebook post, or it could have even been Instagram last night when I actually posted the pick of cards in there, then you would have already received your card in your inbox. However, if you are, and this is just to give you more clarity, however, if you are fresh and new to this and you're just picking your card now, let's jump in. Please remember that this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. This is awesome. I love this for you. Personal power. There were actually quite a few comments on my Facebook post last night with this number. And I can see it. I can see there is so much abundance in the world and love and resources available to all. And, people are really aligning to that. And so, if you're someone that picked this card, well, hey, yay, how good is this? Material and spiritual abundance, wealth, resources, force, balance, confidence, material gain, epic romance. Woo. So for some of you, this will be around romance. For some of you, this will be around material resources. For some of you, this is just around spiritual awakening. For some of you, it's all of it. It's literally with manifestations, just like dropping and going, here, you are abundant. You are embodying abundance. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Yeah, so everything will be joyful, everything that you're enjoying, have gratitude, because those are the things that will multiply in your life. Angels are setting the number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with the admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good. So if you're finding that people are really vibing with you right now, just really enjoy that from a humble stance. Really enjoy that and give it, give credit where credit is due. Use it for the greater good. So, if you're in a position to be able to share the love, I feel like we all are, then share the love. Oh, my voice just went then. Okay, so I'm going to get some clarity around a King of Cups. Who's loving on who? Somebody's in their emotions. There is emotion here, the King of Cups. Oof, yeah, someone who is really loving. Really loving. They could be a water sign, so you could be a water sign, or this person could be a water sign, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's a masculine energy. It doesn't necessarily have to be a man. There's no men or women in, there's no gender in energy. This is just masculine and feminine energy. So this could be a masculine in your life, or you could be the masculine who's really in his feels. He's sitting quite steady. This is somebody who can be quite emotionally mature as well. Like if you have a look at the ocean around him, or the water around him is actually quite rough. I'm not quite sure if you can see that, but he's just sitting there. He's kind of dipping his toe in a little bit too. He's like, oh, I'm going to dip my toe in here, and a little bit in the emotions, a little bit in the rough water there. But I'm emotionally mature, so I am going to just continue being grounded while this happens, while my emotions are leading the way. I just had cups represents emotions and energy. Who is this King of Cups, and what is he up to for you? Yeah, there's so much love. So I'm just picking up on so much love. Oof. Oh, and then the devil. Oh, is it a codependency? Oh, okay. Right. So the devil can represent addiction. It can represent unhealthy patterns. It can be you that has the addiction of the unhealthy pattern, or it could be somebody that you're dealing with. It could be this King of Cups that you're dealing with, or maybe this is someone that you have dealt with. And it can be that attachment, because these people, they're chained. They're chained to the unhealthy behavior. The Five of Cups. This represents like looking at the things that haven't worked out. So something here with this King of Cups, somebody is looking at things that haven't worked out. So there is an unhealthy pattern here. Maybe it's been an unhealthy pattern in the past, and this person is looking at that, and they're focusing more on what hasn't worked out and more what has fallen over. But the universe is saying to you, like, it's time to move through that, this spiritual awakening. I reckon that you're actually going to get. Let's have a look and see what's next, because it's saying if you would just turn around and look at the two cups that you have behind you and just shift your perspective, you would see that, yeah, sometimes things don't work out the way that you want them to. However, there is still cups here. There is still other things that are, like filling your cup, or that can actually bring happiness to you, but you're too busy focusing on what isn't rather than what is. Now, I feel like this is a person that could actually be in your life, or they've been in your life and they're looking at something that didn't work out. Yeah, totally. So intuition, the high priestess, and the higher being, intuition, being guided by their intuition, and then destiny and fortune, wheel of fortune, so luck here. So I do feel like this is actually turning around. So you might have been this person who had this unhealthy pattern and was only looking at things. This is what I was feeling, that it was actually going to come around to this. That you could have been this person and you looking at things that haven't worked out, but you're transforming that, you're changing that. And so when you only focus on the pleasant things and the love and really change that perspective, and look at the Two of Cups that are still, that are still there to fill your cup. Use that, and trust your intuition and what you're being called to do and what you're being guided to do, because it is actually your destiny, to have this abundance and to have this happen in your life. So, yeah. So please look at it from a higher perspective, from your higher being, that you are being guided to this, and let go of any past unhealthy patterns, is what I'm hearing, and looking at things that haven't worked out, and or like, maybe a little bit of that victim mentality, or let go of that, because there is abundance here, and they're really inviting you to see that, because yeah, things are really taking off for you very, very, very soon, and they really want you to be ready to receive. So group number 2, I'm going to leave it there. Oh, that's pretty exciting for you. I'm sending you lots of love. If you want to book a personal reading with me, then click on the link. Otherwise, thank you for being here. I'm sending you lots of love, and have a beautiful day or evening whenever you're watching this. Blessings, group 3. Hey, hey, thank you for being here. If you picked card number 3, or the furthest to the right, then this is your card, 4444. If you commented on my post last night on Facebook or Instagram, then you would have already received your card, and this is extra clarification for you. However, if this is the first time that you are picking a card, well, then welcome, and I will read it out so that you can see what it says. Blessing in disguise. Obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, experience. I always know when I see 444, on on the time, or on number plates, or receipts, or however, like angel numbers come at me all the time of the day. And so whenever I see 444 and I tune into myself as to what I'm thinking about or what I'm feeling, there could be something in my life around stability or something that I'm unsure of. And then I see 444 and I'm like, okay, yeah, right. I just need to trust the process, and I know that I'm being looked after, even if things, just to release that control, because even if things are not working out exactly as how I want them to at this particular point in time, I know that I am being looked after and protected. So you could be going through an obstacle. It could be an obstacle coming up. So the card says there might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor if you've been suffering or feeling lost. Some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. So yeah, you could be going through an unexpected change, or you could be going through a change that's been going on, that's taking its time to get here. It could have been a slow burn, and and you could really feel it coming, but now it's actually happening, and so there are some challenges that you need to overcome, like for example, moving house. I'm moving house soon, and it's like, I know that it is for our greatest good. I know it's for our highest good. I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to the next phase. However, the challenges here are like packing the house, finding the time to pack the house, and then also finding another house, and applying and all those kind of things and all the mundane things that I don't enjoy doing. But the things that we need to do sometimes, the challenges could be more challenging. And you just need to ride through them. But just always come back to presence, always come back to you, always come back to like just what can you do right now? Because things can get overwhelming when we're always like looking at the outcome or the bigger picture, and and the outcome could be like, I'm going to use the moving house example again. The outcome is me living somewhere else. However, there's certain steps that I need to take to get there. And so I could be like, okay, I need another house, but it's like, but then I could get anxious about that. Because and then like procrastinate or just stop myself. But okay, cool. I need, we're going to get another house. I know that we will get another house, or whatever will come. So what can I do right now in this moment? Okay, well, I can apply for this house, and I can start packing this that I don't need. And so really just bringing it back, to present, and what can you do in this present moment? So let's have a look and get some clarity around this. So please remember, it is a collective reading. It's not personalized or individualized. However, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Yeah, strength. I mean, yeah, during these times, Page of Wands. So there is a message about movement. So you could be literally moving. It could be why it's coming up and why I'm talking about this. You may have to move. So Page of Wands is about a message of movement. Okay, so the Wands does represent movement. It represents energy. Page is a messenger. And with 4444, there is a challenge here. So it is about you receiving a message, and it could be just the message from the universe that it is time to move. It is time for your energy to move. They're saying to use your power during this time. Be brave. You do have that inner strength. I'm sure you have been through challenges before. I'm sure if you're here watching this, well, then you've obviously come through that challenge. So you will certainly get through another one. So you've got the infinity symbol on the top of the crown here. So the universe is really helping you during this time and saying, like, we've got you, like, be brave, have courage, because you do have the spiritual strength within you, the guided strength within you to move forward and to work through these challenges. And like I said, that's exactly what 444 represents for me. That's what picks up for me when I tune in and go, oh, okay, like, yeah, I am going through some things right now, and I know that I'm divinely guided and protected, and thank you so much, for being here and helping me to have this strength. And I know that I'm not doing it all on my own. Yeah, look at that. Resources, balancing resources, or toing and froing. Maybe there's an indecision here, not quite sure about what to do. And that is the challenge for you. So, because he's balancing left, right. He's juggling something, he's juggling these pentacles, but it is the infinity symbol. And so it is the ebb and flow of life. It is the ebb and flow of the universe, in and out, as above, so below, polarity, all of those things, like, taking the good with the bad. I don't necessarily always operate in good and bad space. However, sometimes, there's a high, sometimes there's a low. And this is saying, be in the middle of that. Okay, so come back to presence, come back to you, and just go with it, flow with it. It's just like the ships in the background here. You've got the waves going up and down, and the ships are just rolling with it. They're just rolling with the waves up and down, up and down. He's juggling up and down, but he's doing it like he's not, he's just doing it like, yeah, I got this. I just got to do this, right? He's not angry about it. He's not stressing out. And this could literally be about balancing resources as well. So, balancing money, it could be about juggling, a couple of different jobs or a couple of different responsibilities at once. So they're saying you do have the inner strength and the inner power to do this, to be able to get through this time. And on the other side of it is actually going to be what you've been wanting. Look, like, yeah, the Four of Cups. It is actually what you've been wanting. Like, you might have been sitting there sort of looking at your life going, I'm comfortable here. This is the card of, it can be the card of procrastination, but it can also be the card of comfort zones. Okay, so I'm not seeing the tower here. So it's not like, everything's happening and changing at once. It's like, this is actually something that, it's been coming. It's something that has been coming, and maybe you've just been putting it off and putting it off. And so the Three of Cups is here, and he's sitting there and he's looking under these, and he's sitting there under his tree and he's contemplating, and he's kind of just looking, could be contemplating, meditating what his next move is. But the universe is going, here is your next move. Here is the fourth cup that you've been wanting. This is it here. And he's sort of still looking at his Three of Cups going, I'm good with where I'm at. I'm in my comfort zone. The universe is like, no, we're actually going to push you. Like it's go time. It's time for you to get out of your comfort zone and to stop procrastinating and actually move. Actually, like move forward. Take a step forward. Yeah, that could be really specific for some of you too. Actually, I just feel like I need to do. I didn't do this for the other groups, but I feel like I need to do an angel oracle here for you. A specific message here, Spirit, around this? Maybe they just caught my eye. Catching my subconscious. Thank you. I think that would do this. No, it was the first chakra. Yeah, base chakra. Okay, so this is around stability, foundation. So I do feel like this is around something to do with the security and stability, your sense of security, your sense of stability. So it could be around a job change. It could be around the way you make money. It could be around house. It could be, it's just something that gives you a sense of security that's changing. And so that sense of security, some people can really attach to that sense of security if they've been in the same place for a while, and then that starts to alter and change, and it's like, oh, okay, hold on a minute, like my sense of security is actually changing, my stability is changing. But please know your sense of security always comes from within. You are always protected, with your spiritual strength here, and with the 4 the universe has always got your back. You just need to trust and know that, okay? And a woman holding a heart here, a woman holding a heart. So this can represent the Queen of Cups. It's someone who is really heart-based, really loving, they're loving and nurturing, and in their, they're more in their emotions, and they lead more with their emotions. So it could be somebody that is actually here to help you. It is number 44 as well. So 4 does represent stability and foundations. Yeah. So I'm just going to do one more and then I will leave it there. So please know that whatever changes are happening, I feel like it is actually about to come to fruition. Like you are about to take that move forward, and just trust the process. Trust the process. That nearly came out. Page of Cups. Yeah, there you go. Thank you. You're actually going to get you're going to get a message here that is actually going to make you happy. So whether it be that, like I was saying, maybe you're looking for a job, maybe you're looking for a house, you're going to get some good news about a job or movement forward, or you're going to get some good news about a house. So take it for what it is. Don't try and force it. Don't try and, force it into a space in your life if it doesn't resonate, if that's not what's happening for you. But yeah, if it is, well then enjoy, and I will leave it there. Please, if you want any more clarity, or if you want to really focus on an individual reading, if you want a 2026 reading, then yeah, please click the link, book in. If you can't find a suitable time, let me know. We can always work that out together. And I am sending you lots of love. Thank you for being here, and have a beautiful day or evening wherever you are in the world. Much love.